preparation is going on. So just let me confirm, am I audible and visible to everybody? So as you all know, we have discussed in our previous classes that about the some practice sessions, practice questions about the elasticity of demand, which already comes, or you can say already asked in your previous exams, either for SSC CGL, CHSL, SSC MTS, CGL, CDS, CPO, so UPSC CDS. So many of the questions already has been asked from this point of view, from this topic, elasticity of demand, right? So in this session will do some extra questions that has been already asked in your PYQ. So let me confirm if I am audible and visible to everyone. Just and let me share the class link to you all. Okay. So I have shared the link of this class. So hope you are doing well. So let's start our class and try to find out that what type of questions majorly asked in your SSC examination. All the questions which I am going to discuss further right now, that all the questions has been already asked in your PYQ. It means you can understand that how much important this chapter for you all, right? So let's start with the first question that we have finished already. uh, Question number 10: what happens to the quantity demanded when oh, so first of all, just revise that what we have. First of all, we need to revise that what we have discussed in our previous class. So first one is what, just let me answer fast. What is the relationship between price and quantity demanded? That is ceteris paribus. What is the relationship between price and the quantity demanded? This is a inverse relationship between. There is a inverse relationship between price and demand. If any of you are new in this class, if you think, sir, is without explaining anything, sir, you are going forward to the another question. No, actually I have already discussed these all question in our previous class, so just I am just revising that all the questions that we have done, right? So if you want to make yourself confirm that explanation of each options that I have already explained in the previous class, you can go through that class, then you will let you know all the other options explanations also, right? So now let's move to the another question: which of the following is a determinant of demand? Determinant of demand, right? So this is a price of a good. As you all know, there is a law of demand. There is a basic relation between that is price and demand. As you all know, if price rises, demand decreases. Price decreases, demand rises. There is a basic theory between price and demand. So this is a basic determinant of demand, right? Determinant of demand means what? Determinant of demand means what? Determinant of demand means what? There is a purpose, there is a reason by which reason demand affects, demand increases or decreases, that defines the determinants, like price, other related price of commodity, income of the consumer, change in the technology, change in the taste and preferences of a consumer. So these all are the determinants of demand, but basically this is the price, right? Now if the price elasticity of demand is minus 0.5, why it has been written in minus? Because AD is always negative. Why it is negative? Because negative relationship between price and demand, right? So if AD is 0.5, so answer will be what? This is inelastic. It means why? What? That AD is less than 1. If it is equal to 1, that means unit elastic, but it is less than 1. That is why we call it is inelastic. If it is more than 1, if AD is more than 1, it means we can say it is a elastic. But here 0.5 is a less than 1. That is why the answer is inelastic. Now next question, what happens to the total revenue? What happens to the total revenue when price increases and the demand is elastic? Now I have explained all the options in the previous questions, right? So as you all know, elastic means what? There is a change, fluctuation in the demand, right? So what the question is asking, what will happen to the total revenue? So as you all know, if the elasticity is more, it means there is a highly difference between total revenue, right? So if the price will be high, that total revenue will be less. So already question is mentioned that elastic demand is elastic. Demand is elastic means what? If the price will be high, then the demand will be less. Demand will be less, it means the consumer will purchase less. If the consumer will purchase less, it means it will impact in the decreases of revenue to the seller, right? So that it will be your right answer, right? Now which of the following goods is likely to have a elastic demand? As we all know, this is luxurious goods. Little bit difference of price will actually impact to the luxurious goods, right? Next, what is the formula of price elasticity of demand? Percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. This will be your right answer. Next, if the cross elasticity of demand, as you all know, I have explained three type of elasticity of demand: price elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, and the income elasticity of demand. So cross price elasticity of demand between two goods is positive. What type of goods are they? If there is a positive relationship between two goods, it means what? Let's say uh, if price of one goods rises, due to this rising of price of one good, there is an impact of increment in demand of another good. It means what? One of the goods price is rising, and one of the demands of that another good is rising. So both are rising. Demand is price is also rising of one good, demand is also rising for another good. It means what? There is a two good, and between these two goods have a positive relation because both the goods of impact is rising. So it means what? This is a substitute goods. If the price of tea will be rise, the demand of coffee will be rise, right? Am I clear to everyone? So this is what? Substitute good, where we need to see this is what? Substitute good, right? What is the degree of price elasticity of demand if the 10% change in the leads to a 20% change in the quantity demanded, right? So as you all know, there is a 10% change and demand is changing 20%. It means what? Elastic, because demand is changing more and price is changing less. That is why it is called the price elasticity. It means what? This is a elastic in nature, right? So this will be your right answer. Now come to the next question. Which of the following is a characteristics of perfectly elastic demand? Which of the following is a characteristics of perfectly elastic? So which will be your right answer? AD is equals to 0, is equals to 1, infinite, or 1. So AD is equals to infinite. This is what? Perfectly elastic demand. Am I clear? Just note it down fast. Okay, let's move to the another question. So this will be your right answer. And the last question, what happens to the quantity demanded when price decreases, ceteris paribus? So as you all know, if there is a decrease in the price, there is a decrease in the price, so demand will be increase or decrease? So demand will be increases. Demand will be increases. So the demand will be increases. Am I clear? Let me know if I'm clear to all of you. Right? So this will be your right answer. Now let's move to the another questions. What type of goods have negative income elasticity of demand? What type of goods have negative income elasticity of demand? Normal goods, inferior goods, luxurious goods, or necessities goods? So first of all, you need to understand what do you mean by this income elasticity of demand. It means what? Percentage of change in quantity demanded, percentage of change in delta means what? Change, percentage of change in income, change in income, right? So it means what? Whatever the amount of income, whatever the amount of percentage change in income will impact in the change in the percentage of quantity demanded. As you all know, if income rises, if your income rises, your demand increases. If your income decreases, your demand also decreases. But it depends on the type of goods. If your income rises, I'm saying if your income rises, I'm also saying by the rising of your income, demand of goods will be also rise. But here we need to understand which type of goods of demand rises. Inferior goods, given goods, necessities goods, luxurious goods, normal goods. There is a different types of goods. Sir, you are talking about which goods? So you need to understand there is a normal goods. There is a normal goods because if your income rises, your income rises, the luxurious goods, basically major goods become become to the normal for you, right? If right now I am earning 1 lakh rupees and I used to I use let's say which type of car, uh, which car we can understand, for example Ertiga, right? If I am earning 1 lakh rupees per month, so I am comfortable with the Ertiga car. But now my income, I have switched my job to the another company, and they are offering me 3 lakh rupees per month. So let's try to understand, if your income rises by 2 lakh, it means now you are earning 3 lakh of rupees. So the demand of goods will be also changed. So if you think Ertiga car is very much old, obsolete, so what you will think, now you will not plan to buy Ertiga car because now your income has been increased. So you will plan to buy some luxury car, like if you can buy Grand Vitara, you can buy Scorpio, Innova, not I can say Audi or Mercedes, BMW, because this will be more luxurious as comparatively your income. If you are earning at least 10 lakh rupees, 9 to 10 lakh rupees, then you can majorly affordable, right? So this is what need to understand, that will be become a normal good for you all. So this will be your right answer. Inferior good, there is a negative relation. Now you need to understand what is inferior good. Inferior good means what? There is a negative relationship between income and the income and the goods. Like if your income rises, your thought will be what, you know, if your income rises, you think the poor quality of goods is a bad for me. Either it is cheaper, either it is cheaper, but according to your income status, you are not will be you are not going to buy that cheaper good, because you will think that my income is now much standard. I could not buy this type of cheaper goods, right? So this is what the inferior good. This is what inferior good. It means what? Income is your high, but the demand of good, this is low. It means there is a negative relation. After the increasing of income, you do not buy to plan to buy inferior goods, right? Luxurious goods, as you all know, if your income increases, okay, the question is asking about the negative income elasticity of demand. Okay, luxurious goods, if your income rises, luxurious goods demand of luxurious goods is also rises. If your income decreases, luxurious goods of demand also decreases. Necessity is goods what? Which become a needy goods for you. It means it is a necessary good for you. So it means what? You will buy necessity goods, either your income increases or decreases. So it means there's a, you can say, little bit positive relation between the demand and the necessities goods, right? So now what we have found that which type of goods have a negative relation between income and elasticity of demand. So answer will be what? Inferior good, because I have explained that if your income rises, you demand less of inferior goods, right? So this will be your right answer. This question has been already asked in your SSC CGL Tier 2. This question has been asked. Now next question: if the price elasticity of demand is 1, price elasticity of demand is 1, what type of demand is it? Elastic, inelastic, unit elastic, or perfectly elastic? Answer the question fast. Okay, so what will be your right answer? What will be your right answer? First, this question has been already asked in your SSC MTS. So this question has been already asked in your SSC MTS. So answer the question first. If your elasticity of demand is 1, it means what? There is a equal change in the percentage of demand in respect of percentage change in the price. Let's say if your prices, let's say, first of all we need to write this formula. If it is percentage change in quantity demanded in respect of percentage change in price. Now you need to understand that first thing, if there is a change in the percentage of price, let's say if there is a change in 10% in the price, there is a change in price of rupees 10 of by 10%. So in respect of change in price by 10%, what if there will be same same percentage change in the quantity demanded also. So it means what we can say, there is a equal percent change in price is also 10 and change in demand is also 10. So you will have the answer that is equal to 1. It means what, when there will be equal change in the percentage of price that exactly will be equal to the change in the quantity demanded, that will become what, the unit elastic. It means we can say the fluctuation of quantity demanded with the respect of change in the percentage of price, we can say this will be a equal change, right? So this is what the equal fluctuation in the quantity demanded, that we can say what, elasticity of demand is exactly equal to the 1. It means what, this is known as unit elastic. This will be your right answer. Now we need to understand there's other remaining other formulas also. So as I have already told you about this question has been already asked in your SSC MTS exam. So what do you mean by this elastic? What do you mean by this elastic? Elastic means what, when there is a more percentage of change in the demand in the with respect of change in the percentage of price. Let's say if there is a, try to understand this my hand, if this is a variable of price and this is a variable of quantity demanded. Let's say if the price changes by 10%, changes means what, I can either say it may be rise or it may be less, right? So if there is a change in the price, if there is a rise in the price of any good by 10%, but in respect of change in the percentage of price, you demanded less of another goods by your demand maybe decreases by let's say 30%. So after the change in the price of good 10%, you are demanding less by 30%. So I can say what, there is a change in demand more than 20% in respect of change in price. Price is changing only 10%. In respect of change in price, you are getting the more percentage change in the demand. You are demanding less than 30%. It means what, demand is more fluctuating than the price. This situation becomes the more elasticity. It means what, ED is greater than 1. ED is equals to 1 means what, there is an equal percentage change in the price and the demand. ED is greater than 1 means what, demand is more fluctuating, demand changes more comparatively change in the price. So this is what ED is equal to 1, which is known as elastic demand. Am I clear? Am I clear to everyone? So now let's say, what do you mean by this inelastic demand? What do you mean by inelastic demand? It means what, when there is a ED is less than 1. It means what, there is a change of demand, there is a change of demand just less than the percentage of change in price. Let's say this is your price and this is your quantity demanded. Now if there is a change in price, let's say 10%, I'm saying this 10% rise in the price of any good, but in respect of rise in the price of any good, you are demanding less of another good. But I am saying what, there is a change in percentage of good, what percent, 10%, and you are demanding less of another good, what, by let's say 8%, 5%. It means what, if we find out the ratio of the change in the price and the quantity demanded, you will find what, there is a less percentage change in the demand. So we can say this is equals to less than 1. There is a the fluctuation of percentage of change in demand is less comparatively change in the percentage of price. Your price is changing 10%. In respect of change in your price, your quantity demanded is changing only 5%. This is what I can say, demand is changing less and price is changing more. So this is what ED is equals to 1. If demand is changing exactly equal to the price changing, so we can say this is what, equal to 1. It means what, this is unit elastic, more than 1 elastic, less than 1 inelastic. What do you mean by this perfectly elastic? What do you mean by this perfectly elastic? Here the price is constant. I am writing is 0 because there is not a single percentage change in the price, but still your demand is changing. Your demand is changing. Let's say if you have any function, marriage function or any other function in your house, so you plan to buy more of any goods, either the price percentage of price is rising or not, you still buy more, right? So this is what, without changing in the price, you still buy more and more, and how much you will buy, there is no limitation, right? So it means there is totally undefined. So we can say this is what perfectly elastic. Without changing price, still your demand is changing. Without, it means what, price is constant, but still your demand is changing. So this is what perfectly elastic. This is what perfectly elastic. It means we can say ED is equals to 1 upon 0, or you can say undefined. Undefined, or also you can say infinite. So you don't know how much demand you will going to be change. Am I clear to everybody? So this is what about this question number 12. I think you are totally clear about all the options that you have. So answer of this question will be what? The total is unit elastic will be your right answer. Now move to the next question. Now which of the following is a factor that affects the price elasticity of demand? So as I have already explained you all, there is a two type of demand. The first one is what? Individual demand, and the second one is what? Market demand. So first is what? Market demand. So as I have already, okay, so as I have already explained you about the type of demands, there is a two type of demand. First one is individual demand and the second one is market demand. I have already explained you all the determinants of demand. What do you mean by this determinants? Determinants means what? There is some factors which actually affects the demand. There is some factors, like if your price rises or decreases, your demand will affect. If the prices of other good will rise or decrease, the demand of another good will rise or decrease. Let's say if the price of tea will be rise, so what? You will demand coffee. It means what? There is a change in the price of other related products, which is known as substitute goods. If there will be rise in the price of petrol, you will demand less of car, right? Petrol cars, right? So this is what the other related goods, complementary goods, substitute goods. So there is some other factors also. This is what the determinants of demand. So now the question is asking which of the following is which factor that affects the price elasticity of demand? That is income level, availability of substitutes, price of the goods, or all of the goods. So as I have already explained you all, if your income rises, then what will impact on your quantity demanded? Just let me answer. If your income rises, definitely you will demand more. If your income decreases, you will demand less. So it means what? Income will also impact on your quantity demanded. Availability of substitute, it means what? If any good is alternate to each other, let's say ball pen and gel pen, they are both the pens are alternate to each other. If the price of ball pen rises, so what you will think? You will buy less of ball pen and more of gel pen. Your demand will shift towards to the gel pen. It means what? We can say there is a, if there will be more of availability of substitute goods, so the demand fluctuated, right? So this is what availability of substitute. Price of the good, this you also know. So it means what? All of the above will be your right answer. This question has been asked in your SSC CPU, right? So Question number 13 of answer will be what? D. Next, what happens to the total revenue when price decreases and demand is inelastic? That question was what? What happens to the total revenue when price is decreases and demand is elastic? Now here that question was about the increases. As I've already, I think I have discussed already that question. Uh, 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 this one. What was that question? If the total revenue, what happens to the total revenue when price increases and demand is elastic, right? Here the price is increasing and demand is inelastic. Or now, what the question is, what this question is asking? Price is decreases and demand is inelastic. So what will impact that to the total revenue? It will increase, decrease, or remains constant or uncertain. Answer the question fast. What will impact on the total revenue? So let's try to understand this concept with an example, right? So let's say the price of this marker, let's say rupees 10, and you at rupees 10 you are buying, let's say you are buying 20 units, right? You are buying 20 units. So I can say P into Q is equals to total revenue for the seller. So price means what? 10. You are buying 20 units. It means 200 will be your total revenue for whom? For the seller. For you not. For you it is expenditure for you, but for the seller it is a revenue for him. Whatever the amount has been sold to the consumers, or you can say whatever the amount you have received by the sale of any product, this will be called as a total revenue. So I can write what? 10 is to 10 multiplied by 20 is equals to 200 for the seller. Now you need to understand another thing. What if your price increases? Let's say price increases or decreases. Okay, the question is asking if your price decreases. If your price decreases, let's say by 2 rupees, the change in price is equals to 2 rupees. Now your P1 is equals to 8, and after changing in the price you are demanding, okay, this is demand is inelastic. It means what? There is a, if you talk about how much percentage there is a change in the price, so you can say price before changing the price, it was initial price was 10, so now the price changes by 2. It means what? There is a 20% change in the price. There is a 20% change in the price. 2 rupees means what? There is 20% change in the price. There is 20% change in the price, right? And P1 is equals to 8. P1 is equals to 8. Now how much quantity you are demanding? Now already the question has been already mentioned that demand is inelastic. Inelastic means what? There is a percentage change in the demand is less than the percentage change in the price. Let's say there is a change in quantity by 10%. So already price changing by 20%, but here the quantity is changing by 10%. Let's say rupees by 2. So now you are demanding 22. Now you are demanding 22. So why 22? Because the percentage of 10% of 20 is equals to 2. Before changing the price, you are your initial demand was 20. Now you will demand more of 2 units. It means it will become 22 for you all. So now the total revenue for the seller is will what? 8 multiplied by 22. It means what? 8 to the 16. 8 to the 16 plus 17, 176. It means what? You will have to expend 176, and this will be your total revenue for the seller. Now just compare the initial total revenue, or just compare the after changing the price and demand of total revenue. So initial it was 200, and now you are earning only 176 rupees. There is a change of 24 rupees. There is a change of 24 rupees less. It means what? Total revenue decreases. Total revenue decreases after the change in the price. So just I have explained this all the concept just because of your clear concept, just because of your clarification of your concepts about the elasticity of demand, right? Hope so you have understood all the concept that I have explained to you all, right? So this will be your, just answer this question. So what will be your right answer? This will be decreases. Your total revenue will be decreases. If there, this question has been written here elastic, if the question was elastic, then it what will impact on the total revenue? Then it will increases, because there is a highly change in the price, there is highly change in the percentage of demand, then it will answer that increase. But if the question is saying it is inelastic, it means what? The demand is not changing that much, the percentage change in the price. So this will be your right answer, that decreases. Now come to the another question, question number 15. What is the relationship between price elasticity of demand and the total revenue? What is the relationship between price elasticity of demand and the total revenue? Direct relationship, inverse relationship, no relationship, or the proportional? Answer the question fast. So I just want to clear one thing, that this question has been already asked in your SSC CGL Tier 2. So the question is asking what is the relationship between price elasticity of demand and the total revenue. Price elasticity of demand and the total revenue. There is a direct relation, inverse relation, no relationship, or proportional. So you can answer this question by answer of this question. Like, what do you need to understand? Here is a change in the price. Price is decreasing, right? Now total revenue also impact or not? Total revenue also impact or not? Just tell me. It also impacts. It also impacts. So this means what? This means what? The total revenue have the inverse relationship. There is a inverse relationship, that B will be your right answer. Right? Now, next. Which of the following goods is likely to have inelastic demand? Answer the question fast. Hmm. Which of the following goods is likely to have inelastic demand? Luxurious, necessities, comforts, या फिर all of the above? Fast. Majorly what the students thinks, if the question is saying all of the above, always you answer, you, this is a government answer, you always answer the all of the above, but it never actually happens sometimes. So the answer of this question, that is necessities. If there is a change in the price of any good, so there is not much change in the necessities goods, the demand of necessities goods. Let's say if the price of salt will rise, if the price of salt will rise, answer me, will you demand less of salt and you will use less salt to make cooking food? Definitely not. Why? Because your food will not become very much delicious for you all, but which is a salt is necessary good for you. If the price of water will rise, is it any possibility that you are demanding less to less of, you will drink less water? Definitely not, because if you are thirsty, definitely you will drink water. Yes, you can answer that I will not use that much of water to some another activities. Yeah, that will be fine. But you will not drink less water. Now, so this is what, there is a change in demand, but very much less, comparatively change in the price. So this is what, where actually it happens in the necessities goods. In the necessities goods, you never think there is an increase in the price or the decrease in the price. You still buy because this type of goods is a need for you. You will still buy it, right? So this will be your answer, necessities goods, right? You can ignore the comforts goods if the prices of goods are rising or if your income is decreasing, right? You can ignore to buy luxurious goods if the price of luxurious goods rising, but you will definitely not you cannot ignore the demand of necessities goods if the price will rise or will decrease. So this is what the answer. Next, what is the degree of price elasticity of demand if a 20% change in leads to a 10% change in the quantity demanded? I have explained all the type of elasticity. I think you must be answer the correct answer. You must answer the correct one. So what? This will be your inelastic because there is a change in the price 20%. The change in price is 20%. Change in price is what? 20%. And the change in demand is what? 10%. So it means what? The change in price is more than change in percentage change in demand. So this is what? Inelastic will be your right answer. Inelastic will be your right answer. Let's move to the another question, and it is a last question for you all. What happens to the quantity demanded when income increases ceteris paribus for a normal good? What happens to the quantity demanded? It means it question is asking about the impact on quantity demanded when your income increases ceteris paribus. It means what? Here's a question is saying ceteris paribus. Ceteris paribus means what? Ceteris paribus means what? Theory of demand. This question is already asked in your SSC CPO. Ceteris paribus means what? So what happens to the quantity demanded when the income increases for a normal good? It will be increases. It will be increases. So this will be your right answer. So hope so. I have cleared all the options, all the answers. Make you understand very clearly. If you are a new on this channel, just subscribe to this channel and don't forget to join my Telegram channel, Abhishek Sir Official. Abhishek Sir Official. If you are new on this Telegram channel, just join this Telegram channel. You will get to have a PDF notes, magazines, daily current affairs, the part of static GK UA. If you are preparing any banking exam, insurance exam, SSC exam, or any state PSS exam, you will have these all notes, PDF, magazines, current affair, everything you will have. So you will have on this channel one-stop solution for every exams, right? So hope you have enjoyed this session. and like that session. So we'll meet in next further classes with different topic. So thank you so much you all. We'll meet in next class. Goodbye, take care, Jai Hind.